Hey guys, Shorewarz here with another episode of THRESH Wins, and I don't know if this would be my best match as THRESH. This is actually probably the opposite of what happened in the last video I posted, where everything sort of went right. In this episode, everything sort of goes wrong. But the good news is that we win the match. We win the game. You're gonna see that at the very start there, Quinn was just MIA. I don't know what the excuse was or why my ADC was completely gone from lane, but I was basically taking a bunch of damage and all the aggro from Misfortune and Karma. And you can see that Udyr knows what's going on. He's trying to help me push this lane as much as possible. We're trying to get Misfortune, and Karma does a good job as a support throughout this whole match, actually. And totally just manages to draw me in. I make a mistake there getting under turret. I really felt like Udyr should have maybe jumped under turret to go for the kill there on Misfortune, since we only need one more hit. You'll see again, Udyr's trying to gank, but Quinn's nowhere to be found. So the ADC was gone from the beginning of this match. And Misfortune's actually going to turn this fight around on me, chase me through the bush. I'm going to use my lantern for some defense. I feel like I can't get away. I also feel like I might be able to kill her, but then Karma comes back at the last second. So here I'm just landing some chains and stopping Misfortune's ultimate, which is a good way to, stop her damage output. And we're trying to push down this turret, but Quinn's diving under turret too much and taking turret aggro. So you're going to see Karma here do some serious damage on Quinn, and she's going to flash in and actually finish up that kill. So Karma as a support was very effective in this match for this team. And you can see I'm having a really hard time shaking her, just getting back under turret so I can recall back to base. And I have to use my lantern to sort of shield myself as well. So eventually what ends up happening though throughout this match is that Tryndamere is just pushing that top lane down all the way to the enemy's inhibitor, the top lane inhibitor. So after warding the map a bit, I'm going to start helping out some of the other lanes because our bottom lane is basically forfeit. And you can see I get a nice hook there, and we managed to take down Twisted Fate. But Karma's sort of hanging around, and I'm almost at like maybe a quarter health, maybe a little more than quarter health when I start my recall here. And Karma dives under turret, manages to land a shot on me, and takes me down, and that's some serious damage coming from a support character. So wasn't too happy about that, but I sort of get revenge here in the top lane by helping my teammates with a hook. We take down Misfortune, and again here comes Karma. I was about to hook her and she flashed underneath me. So some really high level play coming out of Karma on the other team, I felt. And just totally being annoying. Look, there's a 3v1 right here, and we can't do anything against her because she's zoning us so well. So it's just really tough. I do manage to land a hook here. We are putting down some damage, and I really just want to kill this Karma no matter what. Basically sacrifice myself. I threw out my ultimate to stun the rest, the other guys on their team, and Udyr just couldn't get away. So we're actually losing the match at this point. You can see that Tryndamere is jumping around the map and destroying enemy turrets, which is great, but right now we're about to lose our inhibitor, and Misfortune is basically going to sacrifice herself to push down this inhibitor. So I make sure she's not going to get away by throwing out my ult, and my teammates were going to chase down Twisted Fate there. But a few minutes later, Twisted Fate is going to use his ultimate to get underneath Quinn, take her out. And now you can see how powerful THRESH can be as a zoning tool. I actually just chased Twisted Fate into the bushes there, and he turned around and basically made a run for our turret to see if he could try to die under our turret. But by using the Talisman of Ascension that I picked up, I was able to speed up Heimer, and we could secure that kill. So I end up getting a nice little auto attack kill there on Misfortune. They're really putting pressure on our base, trying to again push Misfortune down, and this is kind of an interesting slap fight where the ADC of their team is slapping the support, and I have so much damage from my Thornmail and I guess defensive armor from my Thornmail that I'm able to withstand a lot of her attacks. And of course, Twisted Fate comes out of the bushes to pick me up and kill me. So after we manage to gain control of the map again, we're actually going to push down their inhibitor. You can see I drop a ward in the enemy base, which is always a good idea in case we get a chance to teleport in. And actually, it's going to be a battle in the bottom lane, where we're just drawing so much of their attention to the bottom lane, a fight in the bottom lane, that Tryndamere and Udyr continue to push that top lane down to a point where we end up winning the match. So right there, I wish Heimer would have just taken my lantern. I feel like we could have escaped that relatively easily if he would have just taken that lantern, but not everything's going to go your way. So you can see Karma just totally chasing me out. I've actually flashed right there to avoid, you know, this death, but unfortunately my teammates bail on me. Both Udyr and Quinn completely bailed on me there, left me out, so I died. Quinn dies right there without doing almost any damage, which is unfortunate, but we do manage to melt Misfortune. So anyway, we're going to continue to push the base here with Tryndamere and I in the bottom lane. We're going to manage to get this bottom lane turret. I'm just kind of testing my chain to see how much length I've got there to work with. And we do pick up a kill on Twisted Fate, but again, Karma, I thought I could stall her out or, you know, slow her down. She's just totally chasing me down. I wish Tryndamere would have turned around at this point and helped me fight her. I go down. He's actually killing some of the animals in the jungle, or monsters in the jungle. So he picks up a little bit of health. At this point, I'm building damage items. I'm actually building toward a Trinity Force. So Tryndamere actually secured a kill on Karma, but here we are, Udyr and I in the bottom lane. Again, sort of this bottom lane fight is really just a distraction because Tryndamere is just going to really push hard on that top lane to a point where we end up winning this match. So you can see that I have a Baron buff and we already secured the Baron. Twisted Fate is going to try to use his ult to take me down. I actually heal and throw out my ult as a disengage and manage to escape. After the next recall, we push down their inhibitor, and again, this fight in the bottom lane is just drawing so much of their attention. You can see that in the mini-map, our minions have already pushed into their base. So all of this time that they're spending on us in the bottom lane is really just a huge distraction. Quinn misses my lantern there. If you see a lantern from your Thresh support, please take it. Twisted Fate manages to pick me up. But this is the end of the match. You can see it was just a complete distraction for the other team trying to manage that bottom lane, and Udyr and Tryndamere managed to win the match for us. And that's going to wrap up this match, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on Twitter @Shorewarz. I'll see you again soon.